November is nearing, which means the next generation of consoles is almost here. So let's get you all caught up with a roundup of what's in the boxes, what they're going to play, and when you can get your hands on them.
Here's everything you'll need to know about Microsoft's minimalist mini fridge and Sony's curvaceous popped collar box in order to compare the two.
First up, let's do the bit with all the important numbers.
The PlayStation 5 is fitted with 8 AMD Zen 2 CPU cores clocked at a variable frequency of 3.5 GHz. Comparatively, the Xbox Series X has the same AMD processor, but it's clocked slightly higher at 3.8 GHz. In terms of graphics, Sony's box offers up 10.3 teraflops and 36 CUs clocked at a variable frequency of 2.23 GHz, while the Series X runs with 12.16 teraflops and 52 CUs clocked at 1.825 GHz. Both boxes are packed with 16 GB of GDDR6 SD RAM, a 4K UHD Blu-ray optical drive, assuming you opt for the disc-included version of the PS5, a max output resolution of 8K, and a maximum refresh rate of 120 Hz.
In terms of storage, you should see a noticeable improvement in load times, as the PS5 comes with an 825GB SSD and the Xbox Series X comes with a 1TB SSD.
As games continue to get bigger, that's something that may concern you, though both consoles do have slots for expandable storage, specifically an NVMe slot in the PS5 and a 1TB Microsoft expansion card slot in the Series X. It's also worth mentioning that if you're thinking of opting for the Xbox Series S, which only comes with a 512GB SSD, Microsoft is helping you out by making games up to 30% smaller for the console, and so they'll take up less space.
If that's all Greek to you, don't worry. Basically, the specs are pretty darn similar, although the Xbox Series X does take a slight technical advantage.
The most interesting differences are that at launch the PS5 will only offer backwards compatibility with the PS4, while Series X will be backwards compatible with the Xbox, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. That said, the PS5 is launching with VR support, while it's sounding less and less likely that the Series X will do the same. According to a soundbite from Xbox boss Phil Spencer last year, where he said, "We're responding to what our customers are asking for, and nobody's asking for VR." Both consoles also support ray tracing, which enables them to better simulate light in games, and most importantly, both are a serious upgrade over their predecessors.
So that's the two boxes covered, now let's dig into the all-important controllers.
The PS5's DualSense controller looks to be quite a bit different to the PS4's DualShock 4. The controller includes haptic feedback, adaptive triggers that can add resistance based on the game, as well as a speaker and touchpad, much like that of the DualShock 4. It's a little chunkier than its siblings, so if you're a PlayStation fan who always hoped Sony would add a little more bulk to their controllers, this could be right up your alley. As for the Xbox Series X, its controller is a little smaller than its predecessor, but otherwise it's almost identical. The only new things of note are a share button and a hybrid 4-way and 8-way directional pad. Your Xbox One controllers will also work on Series X, and your Series X controller can be used on Xbox One. Comparatively, while the DualShock 4 can be used on PS5 to play PS4 games with backwards compatibility, you won't be able to use it to play PS5 games.
Xbox Live Gold and PlayStation Plus are making a return, but things get a little more complicated than that for next gen.
Microsoft have confirmed that both the Xbox Series X and Series S will be available through Xbox's all-access subscription service. Here you can pay $25 a month for the Series S or $35 a month for the Series X over a period of 24 months. And you'll also get Game Pass Ultimate included. That's a combo of Game Pass for both Xbox and PC, EA Play, xCloud, and Xbox Live Gold.
For the PS5, Sony has revealed the Plus Collection, a library of some of the PS4's best games that will be freely available to Plus subscribers.
The collection includes games like God of War, Bloodborne, Days Gone, Persona 5, and Resident Evil 7. The Plus Collection is exclusive to the PS5. While it's certainly not as beefy of an offering as Microsoft's Xbox Game Pass, there's some really good stuff in there, so check out the full list in our story on GameSpot. As for gaming on the cloud, if that's your thing, PS5 will presumably continue to offer its PlayStation Now service, and Xbox Series X will work with Microsoft Project xCloud as the service is bundled with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Now we're sufficiently covered off on how you'll be playing the games, let's dig into what you'll be playing.
Xbox Series X will support smart delivery for select titles, where you can download a Series X optimized version of a game for free if you own it on Xbox One. Smart delivery titles include Cyberpunk 2077, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Chorus, and Yakuza Like a Dragon. Outside of smart delivery, the Xbox Series X launch lineup includes Gears Tactics, NBA 2K21, FIFA 21, and Fortnite. In 2021 and beyond, Xbox Series X is scheduled to get Halo Infinite, Forza Motorsport, The Ascent, and Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. On the PlayStation side, launch titles will include Spider-Man Miles Morales, the Demon's Souls remake, Sackboy: A Big Adventure, Astro's Playroom, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Destruction All-Stars, and Fortnite. Console exclusives arriving on the platform later on will include Horizon Forbidden West, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and of course, Bugsnax.
If you're looking for more complete lists of what you can play on next generation consoles, do check out our videos covering off on every game coming to PS5 and Xbox Series X respectively.
As for the all-important release date and price point, the Xbox Series X is due out on November 10th and will run you $499 in the US, while the PlayStation 5 will also run you $499 and $399 for its discless version. It's out on November the 12th. Microsoft's tiny, less powerful discless offering, the Xbox Series S, will also be available on November 10th, but for $299 in the US, £250 in the UK, and $499 in Australia. You're probably not from Australia, but I just wanted you to know consoles are expensive here. Pre-orders for Microsoft's next-gen consoles are live on September 22nd, while PS5 pre-orders are live now, if you can manage to find somebody with stock.
Let me know down in that comment box if you're planning on getting a next generation console, which one and why. As always, we'll keep you covered off on everything PS5, Xbox Series X, and everything else that matters in gaming.